Okay, what's going on, everybody? My name is Mangg. Welcome back for some more Dominion 6. Last time, we did EA Dumt from the Africa mod. And it was a unique nation, and you had a lot of units, standard units, that got free summons in battle. But we still struggled, despite that. Vanheim was a tough opponent. You know, 1v1 is just... it's tough. It's very tough. I mean, there was a time long ago now that I thought 1v1 versus Mighty AI was basically just like undoable. And I was like, I'm fine, just my normal thing against difficult AI, blah, blah, blah. But no, I mean, it's very doable, and I'm sure impossible AI is doable. But it's tricky. Especially on this map specifically. It's very tight. You don't have much room to grow. You don't have much room to maneuver. You don't have much room to actually have like income and stuff. So you have to work with what you got, and the AI is going to work with 60% more. And that means generally you need to win battles with mages. And so we don't tend to do that enough because we just... Mages are only good if you have spells. And we don't have time to research that much stuff before we're at war. And so it's a very delicate balance, really. That's why having a pretender that can actually stick around and win numerous battles without dying is really important. So I just don't think we can really do much with... Well, we did win that one recently using the big Baphomet teleporting onto the capital and stuff. So it is doable to not have a mobile expander. But, yeah. Let's roll up another one. 16. That is L.A. Marignon. Conquerors of the Sea. Big sailing nation on a map where we're not going to be doing any sailing. Now you could say, well, Mangg, isn't that a good excuse to not do the 1v1? But to that I say, F that. So we're going to do Dominions Enhanced, Divinitas, L.A. Marignon, and see how it goes. Dominions Enhanced and Divinitas makes our pretenders far stronger. And since we wield a pretender typically to much greater effect than the AI, I think it tends to be an easier game, but the AI could get some really fucky strong Divinitas effect. So there's no telling. Late age, the best age, as no one says. And we are L.A. Marignon. Marignon is a feudal theocracy that rose out of the ashes of Urmor. Through religious austerity and fanaticism, the young kingdom prevailed when death walked the land. When kingdom after kingdom crumbled under the might of the Ashen Empire, the leaders of Marignon turned to desperate measures. The Grand Masters of the House of Fiery Justice struck a bargain with infernal forces. Devils started to fill the ranks of the human armies, and with time, Marignon became dependent on devils to survive. Devils and the Holy Knights of the Chalice were all that kept death at bay. In a cataclysmic battle, the knights fought a great army of walking dead. Both armies were annihilated, but new Urmorian legions would soon reemerge from the Ashen Realm. The Grand Masters called their infernal lords, and a host of demons was released upon Eldergate. The Holy Chalice was captured and brought to the House of Fiery Justice. Urmor was destroyed, but the infernal lords demanded continued sacrifice, and devil worship became part of the faith. Imps are bound as jesters and servants, and most noble families have their own imp familiar. Order has returned to the kingdom, and Marignon is slowly turning its interests outwards. Recent developments in shipbuilding and navigation have allowed the priests and nobles of Marignon to expand the influence of God to distant shores. To bring the true faith to the heathens has become more important than hunting heretics at home. Witch hunters have been replaced by navigators and chart makers who serve under the command of admirals to spread the might of the kingdom to distant shores. All right. We have humans. Ocean sailing. We trace income across oceans. Useless here. We get heavy infantry, crossbows, and flagellants. Fire, blood, glamour, astral, earth, air, magic with some water and a little nature. Powerful priests with inquisitors, and we can perform blood sacrifice. We automatically reduce enemy dominion and spread our own dominion up to 1 in owned provinces. That's pretty good. Order +1, productivity +1, bless points 3 for free. Standard forts, and we start with the Grand Citadel. All right, we have vanilla scouts. We have sort of like a vanilla assassin, really. Assassin 1 with a short sword, poison dagger, and a crossbow. With 5 protection, 14 defense. We will not be using this. Plague Doctor. 20% chance for nature, stealth 40. Plague Doctor 4. So it can actually create plagues while hidden in enemy provinces. Also capable of creating plague in friendly territory should it be necessary. Any military units present will also risk getting infected. It's also got disease healer too. Lieutenant, 75 leadership. Imp trainer comes with 1d6 imp pets. Okay. Captain, 75 leadership and sailing. Goetic captain, 20% chance for blood, 75 leadership, sailing. It's a little... Yeah, okay. I guess. It's 2 recruitment points, but there's a chance for blood, I guess. Troubadour. Stealth 70, seduction, spy. So this is a male seducer. So it can actually seduce females. Missionary. Holy 1, sailing. Diabolist. Fire 1, blood 1. Mirror mage, 1 glamour. Fire, air, earth, astral. Chart maker, 1 astral, air, water, earth, and sailing. Inquisitor, 2 holy, fire, blood, and they have inquisitor. Goetic adept, fire 1, blood 1, fire, earth, astral, blood. Royal navigator, coastal forts only. Air 1, water 1, astral 1, air, water, astral. It's pretty solid if we did want to go for a coastal fort. We usually don't because we worry about the bridge, but it wouldn't be a bad idea. Architect, cap only. It's got mason on it. Siege bonus 25, defense bonus 25. Admiral, cap only. 100 leadership with sailing. And that is actually the only option for 100 leadership, to be honest. Oh, the Inquisitors also have 100 leadership. So they can be made off capital if you have a temple. Master of Mirrors, cap only. 2 glamour. Fire, air, earth, astral. 10% for another one or a glamour. I do like despair spam, so that's a strong contender. Royal Alchemist, cap only. Old. Doesn't even matter. Fire 1, earth 1, astral 1. Fire, air, water, earth, astral. Maybe for forging purposes or something. High Inquisitor, cap only. Level 3 priest with fire blood, also old. And Goetic Master, cap only. 2 fire, 2 blood, 1 holy. Fire, earth, astral, blood, 10% for another one, or glamour. Yeah, old. Well, we're definitely looking at Master of Mirrors then as our prime contender, despite all these options. Yeah. Okay, units. We have City Guard. 8 protection on the body, 9 defense, blah, blah, blah. Glaive with only 7 frickin' attack, 22 damage. They do have a castle defense bonus of 1, but... eh. Crossbowmen. Pretty standard. 40 range, 12 precision, 11 armor, piercing every other round. Pikeneers. Go up to 14 protection, 8 defense, 10 MR, 11 morale. Length 5 pikes with 10 attacks, 17 piercing. It's not bad. I mean, they can get some stuff done. Halberdiers. 14 protection. Pretty standard across the board. 9 attack on the halberd for 22 damage. Yeah, it's just 9 attack is not good. Below average attack is really painful. Attack's one of the most important stats in the entire game. So it's just painful to see that. Swordsman. Now you're talking. Up to 18 protection on the body. Pretty average across the board elsewhere. 8 speed. With a great sword. Length 2, 11 attack, 21 slashing. It's usable. I mean, they will get some kills for sure. Palace Guard. 18 protection, 11 defense, 12 in morale. 13 hit points, actually. 8 speed. With a halberd, 11 attack, 23 damage. You'd still like that to be a little higher. We do have a lot of fire mages, so you could get Gift of Furies. And bumping that up to 13 attack is pretty juicy. Pretty juicy. Royal Guard with... yeah, Royal Guard, 21 protection on the body, 14 hit points, 11 defense, 10 MR, 13 morale, 7 speed. Length 2 greatsword, 13 attack, 24 slashing. This is a very strong contender. Yeah, 21 protection with 14 hit points and a big-ass greatsword is nice. Flagellant, no. Just no. Deliverer of Justice, cap only, sacred. 11 hit points, 14 protection, 12 morale. They have short swords and crossbows. Yeah, unfortunately, no. Just, yeah, I mean, no. It's just too difficult to I mean, if I want to buff these, I'm giving them, like, precision and flaming weapons or something. Like, that's pretty much what we're looking at. And flaming weapons on that crossbow will just decimate your Royal Guards pretty heftily. I mean, 21 protection is pretty high, to be honest. So, the crossbow itself will do a couple points of damage, 1 or 2 points of damage. The flaming weapons is 8 armor piercing fire. That actually shouldn't do much on average. But, yeah, I mean, combination, and you have enough of them. It's not the worst plan. It's not the worst plan. But we also have Hand of Justice. Cap only, sacred. 12 hit points, 18 protection, 10 defense, 10 MR, 13 morale, 8 speed. And they have a halberd, 10 attack, 23 damage. Now, M.A. Marignon has Sacred Heavy Cav, which is phenomenally good. So they get a big downgrade on Sacreds. None of their 3 Sacreds are that appealing. But Stygian Flesh, Blood Surge, you know, and more attack on top of that, they're going to be pretty solid. Unfortunately, they don't move quite in step with the Royal Guards. They move in step with the Palace Guards. So you could go with that instead. But, yeah, I mean, it's a solid unit with a length 3 weapon and a bunch of protection. So you can do a lot worse than this. For summons, we get various amalgams. We'll have to see what they cost. Demon Jesters with standard 1. Meh. Devils are pretty solid with 35 hit points and 8 protection, 13 defense with 2 heavy packs. Knight of the Fallen Chalice, Sacred Heavy Demon Cav, 20 hit points, 22 protection, 17 defense with a kite shield, 15 MR, 30 morale, 28 speed with fear 5, fire resist 15, dark vision 100, heavy lance and broadsword 21 damage, and the steed also sacred, 28 hit points, 22 protection, 14 defense, and yeah, it's pretty obscene. Fallen Angel is, I saw some discussions about this the other day. Very strong sort of thug option. 3 fire, 3 death, 3 blood, sacred, fear 5 with invulnerable 25, and flying with a dark fire sword. Full gear slots. A very strong thug. We also get the full accompaniment of angels, including the Angel of the Host, which we used recently in another game, which are quite solid. So that's definitely an option. Let's look at our spells here. So Angel of the Host for 7 pearls, you get 1. Pricey, but if we can get 7 pearls a turn, it's very juicy. Angelic Choir is better. You get 3 of them for 10. It's... actually, it's Angel of the Heavenly Choir. It's not quite the same unit. So that's this thing. Like the Malik. So you get 14 hit points, 15 protection versus mundane, awe 5. They're also chorus slaves with praise 4. So we do get access to choruses? No. No, I don't think we do. Unless we have a special chorus spell. So overall, as a unit, the Angel of the Host is a lot better, but if we did get choruses... well, the Harbinger of Motion automatically joins as a chorus master. Yeah. 3 air as part of the chorus. Hard to say on all that. It's tough for me to not just spend all my pearls on the basic angel. Various angels. This you can summon 7 Angels of the Host with an Archangel for 50 fire gems. Good luck. Yeah, okay. Alteration. We got the various amalgamations. So this can only be cast by a Royal Alchemist. You get 10 plus 1. You get 10 plus 1 for 10 of the gems. Fire, air, water, earth. That's quite a bit. Let's take a look at those real quick. The Amalgam of Fire. 17 hit points, 18 protection, 11 defense, 13 MR, 14 morale, fire resist 15, and fire explosion on death, with a halberd, 13 attack, 26 damage. And thankfully, they don't even have heat aura. So these slot in really nicely with our troops. They're not, like, especially better than our troops, and there is the downside of if they die, they do explode, which is arguably worse, but 10 armor piercing is not really going to wipe out most of my troops, you know? The air ones are ethereal with 8 protection, 15 defense. With a shock explosion on death, 1 armor negating cap. And lightning sword, 12 attack, 17 damage, plus 5 armor negating shock damage. These are pretty solid. Yeah, I like that. Water, they're amphibious with slash, blunt, and pierce resist with 10 protection, 14 defense. Slime explosion on death. And a pearl trident, 4 length, 12 attack, 18 magic piercing. Also really solid. And the earth ones, 21 hit points, 21 protection, 7 defense, 13 MR, 13 morale, 8 speed. They have death grab. I've never seen this. It's an Earth Grip on death. Length 2, Iron Cudgels, 12 attack, 26 blunt damage. They're all solid. I would say the fire is maybe the weakest option, but it is still a length 3 halberd for 26 damage and 13 attack. So they all have their places. The problem, of course, is it's late age, and getting that amount of gems is very, very difficult. But yeah, it's tempting. Evocation, we get Holy Pyre, 2 fire, range 40 plus, AoE 3 for 75% casting time and 20 minus fatigue, 7 plus armor piercing, 7 plus 1 armor piercing fire, and triple versus undead and demons. If we're going up against an undead demon nation, I will switch off glamour. We'll go for fire, because that's very strong. Construction. We get a discount on the Imp Familiar and Soul contract. And lifelong protection. The Sword of Justice discount. This is a Dominion's enhanced one. So we get Prison of Fire as a spell, which is range 30, 5 plus area effects, grab, and peak. 3 armor negating fire damage, and this is an auto cast. But that also gives +1 priest levels, and it's a pretty nasty. It's like a flambeau plus auto Prison of Fire. Actually, yeah, it's a flambeau plus auto. That's really good. It's really good. Very nice, very nice. Also a discount on the Alchemist Stone for +15 fire, acid, cold resist, and alchemy bonus 50. Acid resist is pretty darn rare, man. Enchantments, nothing. Thaumaturgy, get Mirror Walk. So it's a teleport to labs for 1 glamour gem. Okay. Blood magic, we get Bind House Imps. 9 plus 1 fiery imps for 5 slaves. Harlequin, a demon jester, 1 for 1 slave. Fallen Knights, there it is. Cap only, 3 of them for 28 blood slaves. But they're so freaking good that that's probably worth it. Fallen Angel Commander for 88 slaves, also really strong. Beast of the Night. You get a Teodal of the Night for 100. Infernal Host. 15 Devils for 15 slaves, remote. And Infernal Chapter. 10 plus 1 Knights of the Fallen Chalice. And a Commander for 60. So that's 1 for 6. Compared to... Oh yeah, that is much better, isn't it? 1 for 9. But you have to go blood 9, and you have to have 5 blood, 2 fire. But also scales, so you could get even better. So if you have 7 blood, you get 12 for 60. It's 1 for 5. If you don't know math. God, I mean, I think there is... Well, also we get Divine Retribution. Each time targets receive damage from an attack, a smite triggers against a random enemy. Oh god, so it's Holy Avenger on all your sacred units. That's really pretty good. Does require level 5 Holy, but damn. Okay. Boy. We have a fuck ton of options. Holy shit. LA Marignon gets pick of the litter here. Oh my god. So we get the icon, which spreads domain like a temple, cast divine channeling in battles, free flagellants. This is what we did when our flagellant only one. Baphomet gets to start with a fallen angel. And then, while awake, fallen angel commanders may appear at capital or throne provinces in Dominion. Fallen angel commander can be empowered in Holy if Baphomet is present. And they gain Holy 1. Jeez. Infernal Spirit gets free. Spine Devils can call Devils. Mm-hmm. So I think there's a strong argument to taking the Fountain of Blood. This would give us a 10% blood discount in our capital. This would give us Sanguine Horrors. And this would give a lot of free blood slaves. And I know it's weird for me to say. It's weird for me to take a fountain pretender on a 1v1 and go in on blood of all things. But you gotta admit, we got some very appealing options here with the Fallen Knights and the angel. Where was the angel? This one. And the only way we're going to actually take advantage of this is if I take the Fountain of Blood, because nothing else is going to supply the same amount of blood as that, like, for free. Yeah, nothing's going to give that much blood. It's weird, wild stuff, but I'm leaning towards it. There's so many other good options, though. Like, the Peacock Angel has Sight Vengeance 15, which is nuts. Unsurroundable 5, Dominion Spreader 1, Recuperation, Invulnerable 15, Off 5, Perma Bless, and Auto Divine Light of God. So it gets free reinvigoration. And starts with Air, Water, Nature, which is a really good lineup. Like, it's really some good options here, man. Well, damn it if I don't want to see these knights. So and also the Sanguine Horrors are crazy good. So, yeah. As far as scales are concerned, yeah, Hand of Justice aren't too bad. The Royal Guards, though, are relatively pricey. So I would say probably Order 2 Productivity 1 is our usual kind of MO. This thing starts with Blood 3. New paths cost 40. For our Bless, I mean, the Knights of the Fallen Chalice are sacred, but they honestly don't need almost anything. So I don't think I should really consider them much. They already have 8 natural protection, so that's hard to bump up. They don't really need anything. They're cracked. The only thing they'd probably want is attack, which is a fun coincidence, because that's what I mostly want for Hand of Justice. The only difference is I probably want Stygian Flesh. Yeah, I'm not going to take Astral. He's not going to teleport. It's just a dumb idea to do it. 35 hit points is it's just not, it's not smart. I think we have to go dormant as much as I'd like to have him awake. And something like that, I would say. Probably growth 1 as well, because we're going to be killing off Pop. Not much, but we'll be killing Pop. Alright, oh, but I'd have to take death 5. Okay, then no. No growth. We'll be fine. Okay, Stygian Flesh. Blood Surge. Attack. Attack. Morale. That's the Bless. It's pretty simple. We've used it a billion times. It is what it is. Now, the only issue with this plan is that if we wanted to do Infernal Chapter, I'm not saying we do, we'd probably want a lot more blood than fire. We want better scaling. So we probably want that. Yeah, that's acceptable. Let's do it. This is going to be an interesting game. So theoretically, I don't need to blood hunt. But if I did blood hunt, he's really good at it. Okay. Yeah, that means the Hands of Justice are pretty good right out the gate. Not much reason not to make some. And Master of Mirrors. Do have 3 command points, which is pretty nice. Yeah, we kind of want to go down blood. Because we're going to treat the Fallen Angels as our thugs. I mean, they're going to be really good. They're going to have Body of Flames and Soul Vortex with full gear slots. So yeah, we want to go down blood to get that at 7, which is pretty hefty. Because we're also going to need Alteration 6. And probably some construction. So we got quite a bit of research to do. Considering we also want to go Thaumaturgy for Despair and things like that. Alright. Okay. What, did none of you get a kill for me to look at? I also lost one of them. Great. Yeah, we actually have no default blood income. It's a little annoying. There's probably some argument to be made to take crossbows. On average, it won't do almost anything to our royal guards, and with Stygian flesh, it won't do like jack shit. So probably. Yeah, I think so. We're up against Pyrene, kind of a similar nation, really. They are a blood nation. We've gone up against them recently, you know. Blood, Glamour, Air, with Cambion Knights. Oh, no, we went up against MA Pyrene. So they got Cambion Knights, which are sacred, heavy cav, of course. Fire resist, cold resist, blah, blah, blah. And they got Man-at-Arms and Swordsmen, and Despair will do nicely again, just like it did against MA Pyrene. So with the Bless active, outside of the Stygian Flesh missing, they got 15 attack on their halberds for 27 damage. Yeah, it's not amazing. But the knights, oh lord, the knights are going to be good. Jesus, we managed to lose 7. Well, we don't care about halberdiers. 3 Hands of Justice died in that battle. Yeah, we need Stygian Flesh. Because their heavy cav are going to be even meaner than this shit. Tiny bit of friendly fire, but not much. The Royal Guards are holding up well, but they have higher protection. Juan Bruns, the last conquistador, has joined us. Look at him. Look upon him and be in awe. He's a heretic. He's got 21 protection, 18 defense, full gear strike. Air 1, Water 2, Nature 2 with recuperation. Inspirational +1, Master Ritual is -1, Monster Summoner of Mercenaries. Not a bad thug, especially if you got a bag of wind so that he could throw on Mist Form. Mist Form. For now, you're going to research, even though I don't like you being a heretic here. Should I site search? I don't really need much. The angels are nice, though, so we probably could get someone out there with Astral. We're doing well monetarily. I just think I'm going to fold pretty hard under these knights. But we'll see. Well, we can't abide that, so here we go. Fuck. Low confidence, to say the least. Yep. Maybe we should get a guy here to build a fort. It's postal fort. Okay, he actually left, which is probably good for us. No, he took Fostier. Alright, well, we're holding here. We're going to apply... Well, you can search. We're going to apply some PD to the situation. Be dumb about that. Okay. Where's my fountain of blood? There it is. Well, we mobbed him down with greatsword, so that was good. Still lost 11 Hands of Justice and 12 Royal Guards, though. Yeah, they're fucking miserable, man. Sacred Heavy Cav is fucking miserable. That's why we're trying to get it. Also, he wasn't even blessed. So that's good. That's real freaking good. Sanguine Horrors might put him in his place, though. Alkud, the Guardian of the Chalice, has appeared. He's got 2 fire, 1 astral. He's got 10% regen and recuperation, inspirational +1. Good, I got more troops to load out. Yep. We are mostly A-okay. So we're at 7 blood slaves. So it's anywhere around in our cap circle or anywhere with a temple. We're gonna get a lot of free blood. Yeah, fuck it, may as well. So I'll be preaching. I guess you may as well build a temple, assuming we're gonna hold this. It's a big assumption. There, we got Stygian flesh now on our sacreds, if they're blessed, which these guys aren't. But imagine if they were. No, I don't want to get stuck up here. This is where we start running into problems when I start nixing recruitment. But, I need temples everywhere to get more blood slaves. Now here, if we got a lab here, we could start making royal navigators, but we're a long ways off from having the money to crank that out. Yeah, I haven't really found many magic sites, have we? Well, they've got 23 protection versus mundane now. And fucking withering weapons again on the Pyrene? Why is that the Pyrene? Bless. Fuck. It's really annoying. Can't read it. But I don't like it. I just want to get temples everywhere, and then we'll worry about the rest. Sure. Gate of Deeper Slumber. Ooh. 2 glamour gem per turn, and a glamour mage may enter to summon a night gaunt. That's very exciting. Who wouldn't want a night gaunt? Sure, let's take a look at a night gaunt. Getting blood 6 this turn. That's pretty good. Alright, I'm going to have him briefly go back to pick up troops. Druid's Grave, Thunder Oak. Nice. Yeah. Okay. He still hasn't cleared this for some reason. But I am worried he's going to come over to Dubros, so let's just beef that up a little bit more. Oh, wow. I'm a fucking soothsayer, aren't I? Yeah, we lost. Of course we did. It was a waste of money. Sacred Cab, man. We've learned nothing else from these 1v1s. It's how just ludicrous Sacred Cabs are. Okay. We'll just hold for a turn here before we... Holy shit, we have 190 blood slaves. Oh my god. Now, what we haven't gotten is a sanguine horror. Oh, he summons one if he's blood hunting. Rare chance to spawn additional one for free in strong dominion. Well, we're at 8. I don't know if it's strong enough, but he does need a blood hunt to do it. But instead, I could summon Fallen Knights. Now, we only get 3 for 28. I'd say we're getting pretty close to that number, I would imagine. He doesn't have to be the one to do it. We could get any 3 blood, 1 fire guy. As if that's really easy to get. Yeah, it looks like I would imagine Goetic Master, 20% chance to have the 3 blood. So it's pretty much in. But we could hold on to our slaves for a bit longer, because at 7 we get Reascendance. Yeah, getting to 9. That's tough, man. That's a lot of research. That is a lot of freaking research. So we mostly just want Reascendance. So we're going to go there. So I think for now, maybe we do just want to do this. Because we're not going to send out the Fallen Angels until we have, like, Soul Vortex anyways. Alright, it's pretty minor. Sniped his commander, even. Alright, so we're, of course, going to go there. We'll have 1 contingent of this pack go here. Keep up the same... Ooh, that's right, you can't do... Yeah, it gets a little messier then, right? We'll fix this soon. But let's make that happen. Yeah, look at this. We're at 197. We're like not even losing slaves now. He brought out the bugbears again. But they're not super tough to kill. They just have that nasty dread aura. $11 Royal Guards, but only 3 Sacreds. That's pretty solid. I mean, it's not great, but it's okay. Yeah, good. Good, good, good. The nice thing about having the forts, though, is like, there is time to maneuver. Oh, fuck. Moved the wrong things. We'll get there. By God, we'll get there. Okay. I will be right back. Okay. Continuing. Yes. Good. We are rolling in fucking blood slaves. To the point of we might want to get one of those Goetic Masters. It's hard to say, because the Fallen Angels will probably drain us quite a bit, so maybe not. No, stick with that for now. Not much friendly fire there was there. Well, they killed 14, and we lost 15 plus 7. Okay, it was definitely friendly fire, but hard to say. Still worth it, I think, for the crossbows. I like that this guy's still hiding in there. Pretty good. 130. That's pretty hefty. Probably should be putting PD on all our other provinces. Yeah, we will get to that, won't we? It also cuts down on the unrest. Yeah, they cut right through to the crossbowmen there. That was not ideal. I think we do want to switch this up now. We're depending on PD for the moment, so let's do hold and fire archers, hold and attack closest, hold and attack closest, hold and closest. Actually, move this around. Hold and attack closest. Good. Yay! Okay, just move over there. Royal Guards up front. Like so. Crossbows behind. Skirmish. Perfect. Probably. Alright, we got a... Oh, we can get a citadel, too. Beautiful. And this should work a little bit better. Yeah. Well, it was a lot less to kill. I think we're still a little forward for the PD. So here specifically, we could probably move back. All right. Head up here to build a temple there. Also build a temple here. And you go ahead and finish that fort construction, please. If I had more money, I'd build a fort here, but I want to focus on PD everywhere first. We have a lot of glamour mages. Why don't we go ahead and get despair first, and then go down alteration. That way I can throw some despair spam. We got Malpraise, the Guardian of the Chalice. Okay. He's another guy that we can use. He's got 110 leadership and inspirational +1. So why don't you roll... Ooh, we got Sanguine Horrors. So again, as a refresher, 105 hit points. 0 protection, yes. But 14 defense with slash, blunt, and pierce resist. And 20% regen. 17 MR. Fear 10. Fire resist 15. Poison 15. Blind. They are Plague Carrier 8, which is pretty shitty. Slimer 0. Unsurroundable 2. 14 attack. 20 blunt. Armor piercing. They are pretty nasty. Well, underwater, they'll take damage equal to 50% of the total HP each month. So they are amphibious, but you don't want to bring them in the water. So putting them with our army is kind of a bad idea. Diseases will spread far and wide. But if we get enough of them, they are essentially a thug pack on their own. So 6 of them isn't enough, but 20 of them? Yes. Oh, you can't lead undead, of course. Of course, of course. Who can? No one. We're gonna have to get a commander. You can lead 20, that's not much. Ten here and there, 10 here and there, 10 here and there, 10 here and there. Not much, man. Yeah, 20 is the most we're really looking at. Crazy. Yeah. He's got the most at 20. I think there'd be one better option there. All right, go ahead and get Goetic Masters then. Go ahead and roll out with handful of priests. All right. So your scripts. Well, for now it's nothing. Eventually it'll be something. That's how it works. I like to hear that sound. I don't know if you're aware of that or not. I just love it. I hear that in my dreams at night. And then in my nightmares, I hear the sound from Factorio of something you own being destroyed. So Dominion, we are dominating because of our Inquisition effect, which is really pretty good in a 1v1 scenario. We automatically reduce enemy Dominion and spread our own Dominion up to 1, which is, it's a foothold, which is all you really need when spreading Dominion. So at this rate, we'll just win based on that. Did get a guy with 3 blood and 1 fire. So you're gonna cast that. You are gonna cast... Oh, shit. I need astral. 4 blood, 1 astral. Ludicrous. We have to empower the fountain in astral, which I have just enough to do, but there goes all our angels. Damn it. Yeah, it's fine, I guess. I do worry a little bit for the ungodly army that he's, like, brewing back there. But I'm not about to go in and check. Reascendance. There we go. Battle in Dubros. Annoying. Alright, so there's our fallen angel. We are going to want gear, because obviously they want some armor. I'd love to get awe on a shield, but I think that might be a little tricky. That's... What's the shield? I think it's... Oh no, Shield in the Dawn. That's Earth 2, Astral 1. That might be outside of our purview. Be damn nice though, wouldn't it? That's an awesome shield. Otherwise, there's the other one that's construction 7. They did add on a few other items, like robes, I think. I think the robe and invulnerability now has awe on it. I highly doubt there's any miscellaneous item for a long time that has awe. I have the mod inspector. Okay, so construction 5, the Dawn Fang weapon. Really? Sure enough. It's 2 attacks, length 2, and has awe on it. But that's also Earth 2, Astral 1, so it's similar. The Gossamer Gown, of course, for construction 3, 1 glamour required. Problem is, well, it's really terrible protection, but in Dominion's Enhanced now, it's fucking awe 7, which is crazy good. Problem is, if he has any magic, I am really quite boned. So it's a very strong option in specific cases, but in our case, since I'm basing most of my defenses around invulnerability already, it's not super smart to go for that. Shield of the Dawn, then, is the only other thing at 5. Otherwise, we have to go for 7. And then there is a miscellaneous item, the Heartstone, which is 4 fire. It also has auto Will-o'-the-Wisp on it. Or there's the Shield of Gleaming Gold, which is fire glamour. That has off 5 on it. That's probably what we would just take. Although I don't know if I have anybody with fire glamour. There's the Helmet of the Dawn, or Awe 1. That's Earth Astral. And there's the crown of the Warrior King, which is fire glamour. Yeah, Earth Astral seems sort of out of our... no, we do have Earth Astral. Master Ramirez ended up with 1 Earth, 1 Astral. That is possible. Yes, 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 yes. Trickiest thing then is getting 2 Earth. We have to go for an Alchemist and get a slim odds of that. We do have guys here that we could make. Not the Royal Navigator, but we could just make... no, I guess you're right. Well, yeah. Bottom line, I need at least construction 5 if I want to go for like the Dawn Fang or the Shield of the Dawn. A lot of Dawn stuff. And so to do that, we would need 2 Earth for Earth Boots. Yeah, we have a bunch of guys with 1 Earth. This one just happened to get really lucky. But the Royal Alchemist all... Okay, yeah, just make Royal Alchemist. I think it's problem solved there. For now, we're not going to have you do anything because we need at least Alteration 6 and Construction 5. But we'll get there. For now, I could make more of them because they are 23 researchers on their own, which is pretty darn good. Good. Yeah, I mean, doing really well on Dominion. I cannot complain about this at all. We pretty much have controlled the entire water completely. So, yeah. Probably could get one of those guys down there, but yeah, we want to wait. So we're up to 339 research. And Royal Alchemists are coming in. This guy's already diseased from being fucking old. Didn't I have a disease healer or something? Yes, the Plague Doctor. Give me 2 Earth, you bastards. Alright, let's go for 1 more. I don't know if I need too many more than that. Okay. There's a battle in Nace from these guys. That was pretty easy. We got Carmont, the Cardinal. Also, we're dying here. Oh yeah, the amalgamations. Forgot about that. We can get quite a few fire ones, actually. It has to be the alchemist, though, but... yeah, we can get quite a few. We can get 60 amalgam of fires. It's the weakest option, but it's still not bad. Carmont is a level 4 old man priest with 210 leadership. Of course, no undead leadership. Why would you have any of that? Oh, the angels do have a fuck ton of undead leadership. Good, that works out. They also just have a lot of leadership in general. Awesome. Mobilize. Here we go now. This is a battle. PD Cludge with Despair. Good numbers. Good numbers against good heavy cav. We like it. Alright, you're good. Although, actually, you should probably move out. Okay. Well, you're going to hold and attack rear, hold and fire archers, hold and attack closest. I guess if we want to worry about PD in front of us. Sure. I was gonna have him. We don't have construction yet. We're working on it. I was gonna have him make. Oh, we're slightly under the supply limit. Okay, good. Now we're above the supply limit. I was gonna have him make bags of wine. But it is what it is. We could take a Perny at this point, actually. I don't see how we would fail to do so. The PD is nice, having it there as a buffer, but I think we have enough troops. We have 500 units here. Can't imagine we can't beat it. An illusionist, and I didn't put any PD up there. I'm an idiot. Oh yeah, I didn't put PD in a lot of places. Bare minimum of PD is pretty smart. Alright, good. We are going to get Alteration 6, and then the Angels can go ham. This guy was never found. What a Chad. Despair, baby. We did lose a Master of Mirrors and 12 Royal Guards, but yeah, we'll take that. We'll take that to the bank. Yeah, I mean, the only other thing I really want would then be, man, do we ever end up with 2 Earth? Oh, we did. Okay, good. What did I want out of you? Oh, the shield. Yeah, but it's sort of a moot point, I suppose, because I'm gonna go for, yeah, we're gonna go for construction 7 anyway. Battle in Epernia. Can I possibly win against this? Oh, that's right. Despair. That's how. Yeah, I mean, anytime he can lose 82 and I lose 2 is just very solid. Especially when he's got 14 of his sacred heavy cabs in the mix and he lost all 14. That's pretty nice. Pretty darn nice, to say the least. Yeah. Oh, I guess the other thing we could go for is Blood 9, but that seems really damn high. He is doing better on Dominion than he was, because he just keeps making priests upon priests upon priests. So I'm trying to get here to preach a little bit more. We want to swing this the other way. I could. No, he can't teleport. How many of these do we have? 13 now. It's a pretty nice number. Yeah, okay. Construction 5, do you want to just start making stuff? I suppose. We can make the Shield of the Dawn, which is a pretty damn nice shield. As far as a weapon goes, then, Banefire Blade for more Fear Aura is not a bad idea. It's 5 death, 5 fire. How do I not have any death gems? Banefire Blade. For a helmet, we could go even more horror and make a horror helmet. Or you could do auto spell acid splash. Which, not a great idea, considering how much I'm relying on. The item of the void's not a bad idea. Horror helmet is very tempting. Yeah, it's probably gonna be... Well, no, if we wanted to do water stuff, we could make... what's the drowned mask? That's death 1. Oh, okay. So you could make the drowned mask for water breathing, 10 protection. I don't know if that's better than a horror helmet, though, but they already have Fear 5, and they'll have Fear 10. Probably fine. Okay. Then body armor. Well, you could go with the horror plate. Yeah, I mean, it's a solid piece of kit, right? 16 protection for 1 encumbrance, 6 hit points, and Fear 5 on top of it. It's pretty nice. The Mirage suit gives mirror image at start of battle, 6 hit points, 8 fire shield, 15 protection for 2 encumbrance. But yeah, I think the horror might be pretty good. Let's just make it. We do have a boot slot. Trampling is okay, but probably not because we're gonna be ethereal. So stone skin is nice for that little extra protection. But we'd have to wait for another 2 earth guy, or for this guy to free himself up. Okay. Miscellaneous. Well, there's a lot of options. They only have 1 encumbrance, so reinvigoration's not, like, insanely necessary. Ring of Ensnaring Flames is pretty good, although not very good underwater, I don't think. Hmm. There's the Demonic Rune of Terror for even more fear. I'm curious to see how far we can stack this. Probably just... Oh, the Dancing Trident. That's strong. Or the Dancing Shield is also really strong. I do love the Trident, though. Alright, we're just kitting out 1. I don't know if we'll ever kit out all of them. Fear 20. So it caps out... The morale penalty caps out at 10. But the area effect is 20, which is nutso. Especially for a thug who's going to be surrounded on all sides. We only have all 1, which isn't amazing. But with all the fear that's happening, it's really good. Then our protection is 30 versus mundane, 16 versus magical. So we're still pretty vulnerable to any magic attacks. But we have Body Ethereal, Fire Shield, and Soul Vortex. Our hit point total is only 60, which isn't phenomenal. They're not super combatants. They're just strong thugs. Bane Fireblade for 25 damage, and AoE 1 Bane Fire, which is 8 armor piercing and decay. But mostly, obviously, Fear and Soul Vortex will do the job. So you're going to cast Soul Vortex, Body of Flames. I think you have... Yeah, 25 invulnerable, so... You don't really need any part of that. Then the only other thing would be Skeletal Body. Okay. Yeah. yeah, I mean, it'll be pretty good. At least for taking all these water provinces, I mean, you don't need much. Let's get a... Oh, we need 2 air to get the Amulet of Breathing, so yeah, just get me some water gems and make a ring of water breathing, and we'll send a priest downtown. Little missionary man. Dapamort, the Guardian of the Chalice. Also, yeah, we wanted to make endless bags of wine for a little bit. Battle in Epernia. Oh no! How will I ever overcome this great opponent? New famous hero, baby. Oh yeah, I didn't really want another one. Thank you, though. Also, we got some shrimp bros. Or just send them in, see how they do. Also, our guy picked up a limp, because that's what thugs do. They get the limp. Let's watch our shrimp bros in action. Decimated them. Nice. Look at that. Shrimp soldiers. I mean, they do have 19 protection, 14 hit points, 12 defense, and metal glaives, so yeah. I guess you can take that, because, you know. Arena match? Well, we gotta send in a fallen angel. Was this a spell arena? No, okay. Well, you'll do fine, I'm sure. Didn't I have 4 angels? Oh yeah, I moved one there, that's right. Was also holding a bunch of these things. Okay. I think we were protecting this just in case of, winter. But, yeah, we probably can move on. Battle in Bakar with the Shrimp Boys. You got it. Nicely done. Battle in Dershid with my angel. Nicely done. Yep, good. Battle in the arena 3 times. That doesn't seem fair. Oh, you can send in multiple ones. Fuck. I had to tank a lot of shit here. What the hell happened there? What, did I get routed? What are these other battles? What? I only sent in 1, right? What the fuck is happening? Well, he definitely won. We got that. I don't know what happened. Yeah, I mean, here we kind of sit, I think. Doesn't look good for our angel. I mean, he's strong, but he's not that strong. Then again, that was pretty good, considering there's a bunch of mechanical fire ants here who are immune to awe. Not bad. Not really worth it, of course, but not bad. All right. Let's go ahead and put more on this one. How is there not a temple in Soaked Earth? I must protest this grave injustice. Get over there. So we're gonna get construction 7 this turn. We'll pick out a new kit for the next angel. Okay, so we get a lot of options now. Many options. Four Fire's not really obtainable by anyone, unfortunately. Not without some bullshit. Demonic Rune of Fire gives heat 8, fire shield 12. It's not a bad option. Not a bad option at all. Yeah, that's a little out of our pay grade. A lot of crazy high-end stuff here that we can't really make. Yeah, I suppose that's not a bad option to get. Okay, let's talk about body armor. Armor of Knights is always a classic option. 21 protection and 6 hit points for only 2 encumbrance. It's pretty good. That's too low of protection, even though the resistances would be pretty good, but there's the Armor of the Dawn, which would give us Awe and 10 hit points and MR and Affliction Resistance 2 for 20 protection with 2 encumbrance. That's probably what we want. So let's just make the Armor of the Dawn. Done. Okay, next would be helmets. I assume we could also get the Helmet of the Dawn, which will stack the Awe a little higher. But there's other options in here, amongst here, around here. Ask of the Vampires, 23 protection, 0 encumbrance, and auto vampiric drain. Which is a pretty compelling option, I would say. Yeah, I'm on board with that. Okay. What about for a weapon and or shield? The Immaculate Shield gives +2 awe and bless. Which, yeah, I forgot we were sacred. Doesn't help too much. But Blood Surge and the attack, like, yeah, I mean, it helps. It's not a bad thing. So we could get the Immaculate Shield, but that's 3 fire, 2 astral. That seems out of our possibility. I'd have to empower the Pretender quite a bit, or Yeah, we'd have to build boosters and shit. Yeah, it's not likely. Okay. In the two-handed department, though, there's the Sword of Justice, which is a flambeau plus auto prison of fire. Quite strong option. Scepter of Cleansing Flame gives Eye Vengeance 12 and Fire Shield 8. And also not a bad option. I'd say that might be my best option. Yeah, I'm on board with that. It's Fire 1, Astral 1, so anyone can make that. We need 5 Fire Gems, 5 Astral Pearls. Oh yeah, I could be blood sacrificing. I completely forgot. Whoops. Okay, that's a two-handed weapon. We're foregoing a shield for now. We've got armor, weapon, helm. We don't have boots, and we don't have any miscellaneous. Boots of Grasping Earth is always a solid thing. Sandals of the Conqueror, but that's 3 Earth. I don't know if I want to wait for that to get that. Boots of Youth give 3 Reinvigoration. It's alright. I'd say we probably lean towards that. The Earth Grip. Okay. For miscellaneous, then could get big resists, but I don't think that's why we're dying. Problem is, I just can't make much at 7. I don't have the tools. Honestly, I'd probably lean towards Trident and Dancing Shield and just try to go for defenses as much as possible. Not very flashy, but works. So we're missing, yeah, the boots. You're gonna make the Earth Grip. Ba, ba, ba. There you go. Okay, pretty good. Pretty good, pretty good, pretty good, pretty good. Battle in Epernia, here we go again. Oh, he's got Twillet Beasts with 21 morale and glamour. That could be problematic. No, they're all dead. Never mind about that. They are pretty good, man. 38 hit points, 11 protection, 12 defense, 15 MR, 20 morale, glamored, recuperation, dark power 2, spirit sight, 13 attack on both, 18 magic, slashing, 20 magic slashing. Like, that's a solid thing. They didn't get a single kill and they all died. Bummer. Alright. You are set yet again. To do what? I don't know, really. Fuck shit up, I suppose. You're gonna do Soul Vortex, Body of Flames, Skeletal Body. That's it. Attack rear. See how it goes. Yeah, okay. 33 versus mundane, 20 versus magical. It's not amazing. I'm not in love with it, but it's tricky. It's tricky to get a lot higher than that when you start with 0 natural protection. And you don't have earth. Yeah. I mean, we could have gone with iron skin or something, but I guess it would have helped. I mean, this game's basically in the bag. I mean, I think he could beat this army, but pretty tricky. Let's go ahead and cool it on the summons. We'll hold out for Infernal Chapter. Dominion +4 in the old land. We love that kind of stuff. He is amassing a pretty large army. We could sort of put together alchemists into a large enough communion to do Marble Army, which would be really good. But we're focused on this blood thing that I'll probably never get. Oh man, I don't think we can win that. Let's peace out. Yeah, we would have been dominated pretty hard. Now, granted, that is a pretty massive army, and it is winter, so he can cross this. We'll see how he feels about that. Well, something battled. Okay, hit Epernia. Reasonable force, more of those Twi'lets. But overall, nothing too terrible. He lost 122, I lost 24, surprisingly. Alright, Soaked Earth. Where I fled to. So we got a lot of PD and the Angel. If I can snipe enough commanders back here and cause fear. But I think we got routed. So now he's... Yeah, he's got 60 of his Cambion Knights there. So he's sieging that. We defended Dubros, that's fine. Okay. We need to then mobilize. Can't imagine this is going to hold out that long, but surprisingly only did 400. The Dominion gap is slimming, unfortunately, despite all my temples down here. Annoying. Also, we have an insane amount of units, and we really need to ship these out. So, let's do that. We're also up to 20, 20 sanguine horrors. My two guys that can handle fucking undead are both diseased. Because they're old, stupid assholes. And I do have a plague doctor here, but... okay, well, let's mobilize you and a bunch of you, please. And go ahead and get me some more of these guys I can't afford. We're up to 400 slaves again, so I guess get back to summoning. You could just summon the fallen angels and give them no gear, and include them with the army, because they are pretty solid. 25 invulnerability, and they can do Body of Flames and Soul Vortex. It's not bad. Why are you wasting my time with this garbage? Okay, well, this guy got his disease healed, so I suppose... Well, honestly, though, the angels are really good commanders. Yeah, they can handle everything. Look at that. That's fucking ridiculous. The nice thing about the Goetics, I guess, is that they're level 3 priests. No, I made that up completely. I thought I had recruitable level 3. I think I do. Yeah, the High Inquisitor. Which is pretty valuable. It took my army out, so that's just PD now. Don't want to have my prophet and stuff breach. Managed to hold it, though. Alright, it's been breached. You're gonna roll in. You're going to break the siege. Okay. We do have a level 4 fucking priest here, though, so we can do some goodies. Divine Blessing, Fanaticism. Hold and attack. Hold and fire archers. Hold and attack. Just... Yep. Scripts. What the fuck? Soul Vortex, attack rear. Thank you. Okay. There's a lot of shit. Where are the... Oh, there... Oh, these are the knights. Okay, yeah, you're in a box. Good. It's a little crowded. You'll figure it out. Yeah. Do it up. Preach. Let's go here. So we got about 14 turns until we get Infernal Chapter. Oh yeah, boy. Oh yeah, boy. 24 protection versus mundane, 17 defense with a kite shield, fear 5 on all of them, 16 attack, 21 damage, and blur even. My Sacred Cav versus your Sacred Cav. Also, the Angel's just bopping around. We did lose one mage. 39 Hands of Justice. Ow. 2 of the Knights, but they got 107 kills. The 3 Fallen Angels got 38 kills. And he lost 277. Pretty good. We also win this because we're not being besieged currently. That's how you know. Love that PD, baby. All right, let's just build up. I want to see 1,000 some blood slaves. That's what I want. That's what I want out of life. Okay. Yeah, you know. We're winning again on Dominion. Doing the best I can. We could dump a lot of gems into Astral Pearls and get Juggernaut construction. Oh, that's 5 Astral. No one's gonna have that. Unfortunately. No, it's not gonna happen. Be nice, but blood sacrifice. Yes, we can do that. So, the level 4 priest can sacrifice a shit ton in Epernia, but for now, the priest could. Yeah, the prophet can. We have a level 3 prophet. So if we just give you 3 blood slaves, you can do that. That's a lot better than preaching. And then we can get High Inquisitor. Do that here. Technically, we could get a High Inquisitor and do it everywhere. Okay, let's get one and send it to Nace, where there's a lab as well. It's a lot easier if you have a lab. Battle in Epernia, defended. Battle in Spires of Ascension, defended. And we attacked in Black Marshes just for fun. What's a thug for if not to kill shit for fun? Yeah, could have been blood sacrificing for quite a while, to be honest. That's all right. We're here now. Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. We're right here. I'm just gonna have you grab 4 blood slaves and perform blood sacrifice. And then you are here. You're gonna take 3 blood sacrifice. Done. Also, you can go up here to build a temple. All right, I think that's pretty much it. Start just passing turns at this point. Ooh, what a scary force you send. How am I gonna prevail? That'll do it. All right. Probably cooking his Dominion now. Oh, yeah, boy. We got him on a roll. Yeah, because you can do it at every temple. So, honestly, yeah, let's get another one and send it over to Soaked Earth. Yeah, we'll get one to send it to Dubros. We'll sacrifice there. Tried to hit me again in Black Marshes. Ooh, more considerable force. Of Sacreds. It's a shame that didn't work out for you. Although we did pick up a limp and now we're blind, so we have 7 attack. Probably behoove me to bring him back and swap out the gear to another angel. But we do have... Yeah, okay. That's fair play. We've got backup angels. 1. We're at 766 blood slaves. I think that's a record for us. The Fountain of Blood, it turns out to be really good at getting blood. Yes. Thank you for your service, my friend, but we will no longer be needing you. Yeah, okay. Ah, fuck it, we'll go hit this one. But you are gonna go to Dubros. Battle endure shit. Oh yeah, that was me. Right. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm all about. Battle endure shit. You didn't like me being on there. Picked up blind weaken right away. He must have something that hits the eyes or something. I got really good protection on my eyes, so I don't know if he has... He doesn't have... What is he? He doesn't have Unbearable Splendor, so he must have some... Commander or something in there? I don't know. It's not on his Bless or anything, right? Yeah, like, we confirmed that. He does have Awe 3 and Withering Weapons on his Bless. That's pretty impressive. I don't know how we keep getting blinded. I'm not sure. Something is happening that is blinding me, and I don't get it. But I'm not going to swap it out again. We're going to construct a lab here. Construct a citadel here. A castle there. We're going to get our infernal chapter. Alright, I think we got routed off of here now. No, it's a false damage. Shit. Oh well. We're just doing it for fun anyways. We do have over 1,000 blood slaves. Very exciting. Also, Dominion is going pretty well now. Turns out when you do a lot of blood sacrificing, it works out. He can't stop me, man. We have conquered this. Oh yeah, we got Blood Magic 9. Great, we can finally get Evocation, I guess. So now you can finally cast Infernal Chapter. We could also get Devils or the Teodal of the Night. All right, we got to get one Teodal. Battle in Epernia. How am I going to win? Oh, no. Yeah. I don't have most of my army on patrol. That was just a little something extra. They weren't even scripted. This is freaking ridiculous, man. I don't know, just do something. Don't worry about it. All right, here he is. So he's got 3 death, 4 blood. He's sacred, fear 10, flying, stealth 70, with blind spirit sight, assassin 4, blood searcher 2. Only has 3 natural protection, 100 hit points, size 9, 18 MR. He's sort of a mini Titan. Sort of. Yeah, I guess he's a mini Titan. He just kind of has shitty paths. 3 death is good, obviously. He can get invulnerability and soul vortex. But the 4 blood, I mean, I just don't value it very much. He is damn good at blood searching. He's a damn strong assassin, no doubt about that. Is he better than the angel, though? Not really. No. Okay. Well, you're researching. But now the pièce de résistance. We could get a vampire lord. It's fun. Blood vortex, global enchantment. That's a lot of blood slaves. You can get free forts. Heliophagus. 20 plus serpent fiends, an archdevil. I mean, we've never done any of this stuff. Only 4 province. I could throw it on Dershid. Except I don't think 15 devils can really do much. Nah, alright, let's just get to the real deal. The level 9 Infernal chapter. Right before the game ends. There's another battle in Epernia, now with scripting. Somehow lost 58 crossbowmen. I'm not sure how that... Did I put them on hold and attack? I would say there's a 3,000% chance that I did. But every last one of them died, so I can't check. We'll assume that they're on hold and attack. There's the commander of the Knight of the Fallen Chalice, who's, yeah, basically just a commander version of it. It's pretty good. And then, yeah, you get a bunch of knights. 12 of them. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty damn strong, I suppose. Except, is it? What was the ratio we said? It was like pretty good, right? We said it was like 5. No. Yeah, for him to cast it, basically we're getting 1 for 5 slaves. And the commander. Whereas the Fallen Knights is 1 for, like, 9. But if you have an insane amount of slaves, we can get a lot more volume by just doing Summon Fallen Knights. It doesn't matter. None of this matters. The game is definitely over. Except he attacked me in a Perny again. He loves this. These guys aren't even blessed, by the way. They're just going ham. They're insane heavy cav. We got Alvern the Guardian. He's got Dominion left in one province, so that is victory for me. Well, that was satisfying. And that's a legitimate win. I mean, this isn't an OP modded nation or anything. This is LA Marignon. I do think that overall, Dominion's Enhanced and Divinitas, for an experienced player, does make the game easier. You have a lot more tools at your disposal, and the power level of Dominion's Enhanced, and especially Divinitas, is higher overall than the base game. How can it not be? I mean, it doesn't nerf really anything. It just adds more spells. It adds more options, and a lot of them are pretty good. Like Body of Flames. That's a really good spell for any thug with 3 fire. If, for whatever reason, we had these Fallen Angels and we didn't have Dominions Enhanced. I know this is a Dominions Enhanced unit, but I'm just saying. They would be significantly worse without that. Because that adds Body Ethereal to them and Fire Shield. Whereas with 3 fire normally, they would just have, like, Fire Shield and Battle Fury, I guess. It's a very strong buff that, you know, and there's a lot of examples about that, like that. So, yeah, it empowers the player far more than it empowers the AI, who tends to not really utilize most of the spells in the game to any degree. You know, all their mages are off script, and they don't really cast many ritual spells outside of, like, summoning birds and maybe, like, Eyes of God or something. Or, I mean, sometimes you get some other bullshit, but it's pretty rare. They do use a lot of summon spells, of course, and that is a factor. I don't know if Hill Giants are vanilla or not. Thought they are. I don't know, actually. I think it is. I think it is vanilla. But yeah, they will summon new stuff, I'm pretty sure. You'll see, like, the Twillet Beasts or something. That's not in the vanilla game. But yeah, if you factor in Divinitas, like the Fountain of Blood, that is a massive power boost that we would not normally have. I would have had to do just a shit ton of blood hunting all on my own. And the unrest impact and having to patrol, you know, the whole blood economy thing. We would not have 1,100 blood slaves. But the blood fountain, no problem. We didn't even use the sanguine horrors. I probably should have, considering I had plague doctors just heal diseases. He could have been blood hunting the whole time and getting sanguine horrors every turn. We could have had like 60 of those, and that's pretty unstoppable. So yeah, I mean, we won fair and square as Marignon versus Pyrene, but yeah, Dominion's Enhance is pretty empowering. As for LA Marignon, yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, I don't know what it's like vanilla, so I don't know how much of these summons are in the vanilla game. I guess I could check the wiki real quick. LA Marignon. The units are basically the same, so, you know, you still get Royal Guards and stuff. Although, wait a minute. Okay, they don't have the Flagellants as a recruit, and they don't have... This is Dominion's 5, though, so it's not really the best way to look. But they don't have the Sacred Crossbowmen. The Deliverer of Justice. That might have been added in 6. Okay. They do get the Fallen Angels in vanilla, so that's not a Dominion's Enhanced unit. And they're this, it's Fire 3, Death 3, Blood 3. So that is, yeah, yeah, like I said, Body of Flames is pretty big. They don't get those Sacred Cav, though. That is a Dominion's Enhanced thing. And that's a pretty powerful thing. So, yeah, not the most interesting nation than vanilla. I mean, you don't have the crossbow option, and you don't have your Fallen Angels are not as good, and you don't have the Sacred Heavy Cav, which is definitely what this nation is missing. So I'm really glad they added that. Yeah, all right, good stuff. My name is Mangg. Game watching has been Dominion 6. I'll see you fine folks next time.